Yeah. My boyfriend got this new portable gaming console, so he's in bed fiddling with his deck instead of making videos. That's why I'm writing, filming, and editing this review all by myself. Here's how I imagine it going.
She's really good.
That was a Camp Rock meme because this isn't a review of the Steam Deck edited by my boyfriend. This is a review of what it's like to live with someone who bought the Steam Deck. Let's start at the very beginning, when the Steam Deck was first announced. No, not the Stream Deck, although you're right to be confused, and I would like to speak to Valve's marketing department.
Steam Buddy, Steam Pal.
How about the Steam Boy? Or Steam Girl? Or Steam People who don't give a wait. Anyway, the Steam Deck is a handheld PC created by the guy who created Half-Life 2, so my boyfriend said,
like it, love it, and gotta have it!
Which means the very moment pre-orders went live at the crack of dawn, he was still sleeping. Thankfully, I was awake to reserve one so he could have it on release day, but it didn't matter because they put us in quarter 2. I thought I was first in line, but turns out Gabe Newell fans don't stand in line. They march.
Steam Deck! Steam Deck!
That was another Camp Rock meme. My boyfriend had to wait 10 months for the second quarter of 2022 to roll around, which came with a delivery window between April 1st and June 30th. So obviously on April 1st, he was like,
where is my Steam Deck?
On May 28th, it finally arrived.
Hi.
So obviously on May 27th, he was like,
Where the is my Steam Deck?
Just wandering around your neighborhood.
After all that, he hadn't been so excited to open a box since the N64 on Christmas morning.
Steam Deck!
He powered it on, installed a bunch of updates, looked at his 370 Steam games, each now playable in the palm of his hand, and said,
I don't want to play any of these.
Then slid his Steam Deck under the bed to collect dust for a week. Who keeps flicking Steam Decks under the bed? Eventually, the buyer's remorse became too strong, so he decided to at least test out the thing's graphics by installing a bunch of stuff he didn't want to play, but did want to know that he could if he wanted to. That means downloading 50 gigabytes of Elden Ring just to launch it, see it, and go,
Look, baby, I can play Elden Ring in bed.
That's really cool. Are you going to play it?
No.
Then rinse and repeat that process for 3 days before moving on to test out the remote play capabilities. That means streaming a game from his big computer to his hand computer, allowing him to play his big computer from anywhere in the house. However, the only place in our house he ever streamed a game to was his office chair, inches away from the big computer.
Look, baby, I can play God of War in bed.
Cool, are you going to?
No.
Once he felt confident in the Steam Deck's modern gaming capabilities, he moved on to something more grandpa. Emulators. Legal disclaimer. Emulators are 100% legal. ROMs, on the other hand, are illegal unless it's a backup copy of a game you already own. And trust me, bro, we own every single game you're about to see. Don't wink, that makes us look guilty.
Alright, sorry, I'll do it again.
Okay. Trust me, bro, we own every single game you're about to see. These are their stories. That means his ritual of installing games then not playing them continued for another 3 days. But now, whenever he showed me one, the graphics got worse and worse.
Look, baby, I can play Zelda 2 in bed.
Oh my god, where did you get it?
It was my mom's in the 80s.
Vintage. So adorable.
Thanks.
That is the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen.
Funnily enough, Grandpa games turned out to be my favorite part of the Steam Deck experience because it introduced me to some of the classics from my boyfriend's childhood, such as Family Feud for Super Nintendo, which is very terrible. We played it all night, passing it back and forth in bed on the tiny screen of a state-of-the-art $650 portable gaming device called the Stream Deck. Steam Deck. Unfortunately, that was just a brief, beautiful moment in our relationship.
Have sex!
Before the dark times. Before Divinity: Original Sin 2. Otherwise known as that Red Lizard game starring Thorin from The Hobbit, apparently. Divinity is such a perfect and addicting thing to play on Steam Deck that it literally broke my boyfriend's thumb. Look at this fucking nerd.
I don't like when you make videos.
Wearing a brace from twiddling his deck on the toilet too much. I'm pretty sure he has a little video game girlfriend in there too. Always talking about low saw this, low saw that.
It's low saw, not low saw.
Do you see what you've done, Gaben? I used to have a fiance with a fully functioning hand, but if this behavior gets worse, the Steam Deck could be responsible for giving me an ex-fiance with no hand at all.
I lost my hand! I lost my bride!
That was a Moonstruck meme, because this is my video, and I love Cher. But you know what won't destroy your marriage? Smelling good, thanks to today's sponsor, Dr. Squatch. We here at Girlfriend Reviews love Dr. Squatch. Matt and I use the crap out of their stuff. I get so excited to open a new soap, pop on a Squatch soap gripper, and put it in its new soap saver home. I'm also obsessed with their crackling candles because it makes me feel like a rugged camping man even though I barely leave the house. One thing I love about the Dr. Squatch soaps is that short little ingredient list. There's no nonsense. I know what all that stuff is and what it does in this natural bar of bliss. They have scents for every palette and enough variety in their product line that my entire routine includes at least one Dr. Squatch product. Matt's favorite scent is the Bay Rum, but I think mine is the Wood Barrel Bourbon. I can honestly say we love everything we've tried from Dr. Squatch, and they have new limited edition stuff coming out all the time. So make sure you check out Dr. Squatch using the link in the description, and don't forget to use code DSQGFR. New customers can get 20% off on orders $20 or more. Big thanks to the cryptids at Dr. Squatch for sponsoring this video and supporting our channel, but I saved the biggest thank you for you. You stuck around, watched the ad read, and will hopefully check it out, and that means a ton to us. Alright, see you next time, bye!